What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel's second reoccurring segment called Let's Chat. We talk about anything and everything music related, period. No specific theme, just anything that has anything to do with music. Opened up to just chat about anything. Leave a comment below about any subject that you'd like us to talk about during Let's Chat. So this episode of Let's Chat is Talent is BS. Work hard, get results. Now, this is an age-old thing that I've talked to a lot of people about. And quite often when I'm at a gig or talking to anybody about playing music, there's always one statement that comes up that kind of irks me a bit. You're so lucky to be so talented, to be able to do that. Lucky. Talented? I could have sworn the fact that I could do what I do on any number of instruments is because I've spent countless hours with an instrument in my lap, locked away in a practice room for literally decades. For some reason, with music in particular, people think you have to have some sort of quote-unquote natural, God-given talent in order to be good at it. That is complete and total BS. It's like anything else in life. If you put in the time, if you work at it, you'll get it. If you put in the work, results will happen. The way I've always looked at it myself is I'm not talented at all. I don't have an ounce of talent. I have a skill that I acquired through years and years of practice, hours and hours of diligent practice, sitting down, playing things slowly to a metronome at the slowest possible setting for hours and sometimes days, then moving up the tempo of that metronome just a couple beats per minute here and there, over and over and over again. That's all it is. You kind of almost have to be a little bit crazy or a little bit stubborn. When you think about it, you have to take one small passage, something new that you've never played before, and play it really slowly and execute it nice and clean and perfectly. Then what you have to do is you have to repeat doing that same riff or lick or whatever over and over and over and over for hours, sometimes weeks, days, months, and then eventually you get results. This is not talent. This is hard work, like anything else in life. If you work at something, you'll get results, plain and simple. Music is absolutely no exception. Now, part of my solo gigs is I sing. I'm admittedly not the greatest singer by a long shot, but I'm not the worst. I'm a decent singer. I have a baritone voice. My tone is not too bad, not horrible, not great. I'm a far better musician than a singer. But being a musician in bands, there's always a call for harmony vocal. You always have to sing backups. I got passed over for gigs by bass players that I was a far better bass player than, but they were more than good enough to do the gig and could sing. So this came to the whole, I got to learn how to sing. I had no whatsoever natural ability for singing whatsoever. You want to know where G sharp is? Great. It's the 4th fret of my E string. Want to know where C is? It's the 3rd fret of my A string. I could grab the notes on a guitar or a bass guitar. I knew where they were. But vocally, I could not get to the notes. I couldn't sing a note or two in key to save my life. I'm not exaggerating on this at all. So I ended up spending hours and hours sitting in my bedroom trying to teach myself how to sing. So much so that my own father, sorry, Dad, came into my room and said, "Did anyone ever tell you you can't sing? You can play fine, just play. The guys in the band, they're never going to want you to sing. You just can't. You don't have the talent for it." After he left my room, I sat there for a little while, feeling like total crap, like he was possibly right. However, I guess my talent is also my stubbornness. I don't like to give up very easily, at all. So, throughout the years, I kept on working on it. I kept on working on my vocals. I went to vocal lessons. I kept on working. I kept working. Fast forward 2, maybe 3 years later, my parents come out to see me for their annual, once a year, they'd come out to see me play. I was playing in a 7-piece horn band at the time where I sang about 10 songs, but we had about 150 songs in our set list. It worked out that I sang roughly 3 songs a night, 1 song per set. My parents are sitting up front at the bar. We launch into doing one of the songs that I sing. I see my parents, both my mom and my dad, kind of bobbing their heads, you know, until my mom turns around and sees that it's me singing. I'll never forget the look on her face. It's like she saw a ghost. Her jaw hit the ground. She started tapping my dad on the shoulder. My dad turns around, well, like, I by no means was a fantastic singer, but I didn't sing that much around the house for fear of my dad making fun of me anymore, or at least I waited till they were out, and I kept on working for it for a couple years solid, 2 or 3 years solid. And I was to the point where musicians in my band would actually let me sing a few songs. When a song actually suited my voice and was in my range, I could sing it. I could sing an entire song all the way through without being flat or sharp, without going off key, because I kept at it. That's the secret. That's the talent. That's my only talent, is that I was stubborn. I never quit. No matter what it is that you want to do in life, this doesn't even pertain to music. Whether you want to be an athlete, a skydiver, a doctor, a lawyer, you're going to have people that tell you you suck and that you can't. People that are going to say you're not right for it. You don't have the right ability. You don't have the right skill set. You can do it if you put in the time. That's all it's all about. Putting in the time, the work, the practice, the back-breaking, frustrating, pulling your hair out, mind-numbing practice of doing that same riff over and over and over again, or singing that same line over and over and over and over again, that same simple line for a harmony over and over and over again. Just keep going, keep working, keep practicing. You will get there. Talent, okay, maybe in some senses there is exceptions. There are people that are more naturally talented at things. That will always happen. There's extremes. There's Mozart. There's complete and total geniuses. There's Eddie Van Halen. But what I'm still trying to say is no matter where your ability is, no matter how horrible you may be musically, I'm using myself as the perfect example. I could not sing 2 notes in key to save my life. Now, I do gigs all the time where I'm the only singer. I'm a solo act. I get hired, I get paid by venues to come in and sing where nobody ever would have thought in a million years that anybody would have sat and listened to me sing for longer than 10 seconds. Keep working. Dissect what you're doing. Sometimes you need help. I went for vocal lessons. It helped. Keep working. Find people that will give you the right push. Find people that will find your weak spots and help you work on them. Find people that will give you constructive criticism, not just people, you suck, you're never going to be able to do that. No. Hey, you're having a rough part with this. This is where you're weak. This is what you need to work on. Gravitate towards those people. Those people will help you get to where you need to be. And above all, don't stop. Just keep pushing. You will get there. You can achieve anything if you keep pushing hard enough. Well, I guess that concludes it for the first segment of Let's Chat. Thanks for checking out this video. Do what makes you happy.